Hi everyone, Shannon here with Mixed Media Minnesota. Welcome to my video. Today I'm here working on the Defember Day 15 prompts, which are Sparkle and Book Page. So that's what we're going to work on today. I'm going to set that aside over here. Okay, so I grabbed out some of my Christmas books, and I find these at thrift stores, and none of them are really old except for my Ideals books are older. But I like to use these, and these are some of my new ones which I haven't used yet, but there's some amazing Christmas images in here and some words and stuff, so I just wanted to show you a couple of them. But this one is my favorite. I just have to show you. Look at all of it's like printed in like a font that looks like like handwriting. And there's recipes and little stories, and the images are just so cute. So I really wanted to find one in here to use, but with the prompt Sparkle, I was having a little bit of a problem with that. So I finally went through all these and looking around, and I've decided, let me set those aside, one of my Christmas Ideals books, I've used almost every page out of it. I only have a handful of them left, so I'm going to have to find some more. I literally have like that left. So, what my thoughts are is, hold up, my heater started again, sorry. Okay, I'm back. So my thoughts are, it's a book page. So we can use a book page to make a pocket, to make a tag, to make anything we want. But I was like, you know what, I think I want to make a page for a journal. So that's what my thoughts are. We'll see if it ends with that or if we end up making a piece of ephemera. But I've chosen this one. And the reason why I chose this is because if I'm making a page for my journal, I really like this. You know, and when you put it in the book this way, it's okay, you know, to have these sideways. But when I want this to be my focus, because I'm going to try and use liquid pearls and the stickles, and I'm going to mix these two and try and put like sparkles, like the snow is sparkling. That's my thought. And the reason I chose the blue is, well, because, I mean, blue with pretty sparkly snow works, and the pages this page is blue. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one off of there. Okay. And I know there's a way when you are doing these, I can do this in a travel size, is what I was thinking, like a travel journal, but you would just see part of it. So then I was thinking, I know there's a way that you can like tip them in, you know. So like if let's just cut it. I don't know, I've never done this before, but I've seen it done. So I'm gonna grab my cutter here, and I want it to be if it's gonna be in a big journal, I don't want the full page because I'm gonna have to cut, you know, part of the words off. So I just want the little part, and it'll just be a really pretty page tipped in there. And both sides, we can do both sides because there's like, you know, the snow here and stuff. So I think the words are about the same distance up. This one is a little bit further down. So I'm just going to use this side to cut. Let's see here. And I'm going to cut right under the words. So, and I'm going to save this because, I mean, this could be used too. So, set that aside. Okay, I have some water here, and I have my little brush, and I have the liquid pearls and the stickles. So now in a journal, okay, so my pages are typically, what, 5.5? I think, yeah, 5.5. So I am going to go and trim this edge off, I think, or is that the side we should tip in? I have to decide what I want to cut off because this is, let's see here, this is 8 1/4, and I want to leave like a 1-inch fold, so I'll need 6 1/4. So if I cut it at 6 1/4, that would cut that house there right, and that would be right here, and I don't really know. This would be pretty to do, but I really wanted to do like the rooftops. So, and they're both on the same side, so I'm going to cut it on this side here. So I'm going to grab my little trimmer here. And I'm just going to cut this edge off. I just want it to be flush there. And then we can always add lace to it or something. So let's see here. Make sure I do this right now so I don't mess it up. I don't want to cut that side. So I'm using my grid here. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we did, let's see here, 5.5 would be 6.5. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little mark right here so I know where to cut that. I think, yeah. Okay, so we're just going to trim that down. Cute little piece. I'll save that. We save everything, don't we? It's okay. Okay, so now we have that at 6.5, I believe. 6.5, yes. And if we tip this in, let's see. I need to score it just so that I know where that's going to be. And when you score this, then you can use washi tape, or you can simply glue it in or stitch it in, or however we decide to put it in there. So, of course, I would have this the wrong way. Thank you guys for, like, just bearing with me here, because I just kind of wing things a lot. So, 5.5 is where I want to score it. Okay, so I'm going to ink it. Let me put my little scoreboard down here. Okay. Okay, so that's not exactly straight, so I must not cut straight or something. There we go. I'm going to ink it with the Vintage Photo before I paint the stuff on there. And I don't want it to be really dark distress, because I want the color itself to be more sparkly and blue, but yet vintagey old feel, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Like, I can see it in my head, but what we see in our head a lot of times when we're crafting in our final project is completely different. Okay, so this is just simply going to be like a decorative page. I mean, I guess you could journal on some of it, but it's just going to be a little addition to a journal. So, did we get it all? Yes. Okay. Okay, now, this one is White Opal Liquid Pearls, and I'm hoping it mixes well with the stickles and it works. Like I said, I've never tried this, and so I wonder if I could take, well, it's working here. So I'm just going to squirt some of that in there. And then my stickles are really old, so hopefully it's not plugged. It doesn't feel like it, just got to get it to come out of the bottom here. Might have to grab a pin here and give it a little boost. Ew. That pin is not going to work. Obviously, I glued it to my cork board up here. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, we can always add some more of that if we want. So I'm hoping that you can still see, ooh, that looks like snow. Sparkly frost. I think I am going to add a little bit more blue in there. But it is sparkly. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that's pretty neat. A little bit more blue. Okay. Okay. I do have snow paste and stuff that I could have used, but I wanted to try this with the liquid pearls. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of water in it to just, it's kind of thick. So just help me mix it and thin it a little bit. I should have used a different brush, not sure. Okay, and we're only going to be able to do one side, and then I'll have to dry it and then come back and do the other side. So I think what I want to do is just, I'm going to add some right on the roof, like the snow. And I can see it, I'm not sure if you guys can. Might not pick it up, but instead of painted, I'm going to blob it on so it kind of looks like texture. And that's where the snow paste would have maybe been a little bit easier to get that. And I guess I could have put the stickles in there too, but that looks like sparkly, wintry, cold snow. And rather than the paint, I painted this and I don't really like that. I do like this though. So I'm just going to plop it on there. And I think you can still see the tree if I just go over them little branches. It kind of wants to clump up. I'm not sure why that is, but I just remix it. Okay. A little bit more texture on there. Okay, and then I'm going to do this rooftop as well. So I'm not going to do all the snow, I'm just picking a couple elements of the image, like the rooftops here. And this will cause it to like wrinkle, but when it's dry I can just put it, you know, in under a book or something. So we have that one. Now there's one more rooftop over here. And then we'll see if we need to, and I'm not being like stay in the lines, you know, kind of thing. I want the texture and the sparkle. It doesn't need to be completely perfect. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit along up there. Up here, I might lightly just kind of like paint it. Excuse me. Paint it a little bit so it's a little bit of shimmer. Okay. Now, I think that might be enough. A little bit on the tree, I'm thinking maybe. Okay. So, I hope you guys can see that. I'm going to go and dry this side, and then we'll do the other side, and then we'll look at both of them. But before we do that, would it be fun to add a pop of color in here somewhere? Let's see. Well, when it's dry, I guess, maybe. I'm wondering if we should put some little, like, red dots or something on the Christmas tree, if we can do that. Let's see here, what do I have? A ruby red liquid pearls. My red stickles, it doesn't work very good. It's almost gone, so. I'm going to squirt a little bit of this in here, I think. And then, let's just see. The back of this paintbrush is going to be too big. So, what if we use the end of my pin? You know, I don't have to do the whole thing. Let's see. Those will probably, I have to be really light-handed. Little tiny, oops. Just a little bit of color here. Okay. Yeah. I think that works. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this and dry it, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I dried this with my heat tool. You can see the texture and the sparkle, and although I kind of messed up the red in the tree, I think it's okay. It just adds a little pop of color in there. And Puppy is here with a squeak toy, so sorry about that. I was looking at this little lace here, and I thought it would be really cute. Let's see if I can distract him with something that's not noisy. I thought this lace would be really cute along the bottom here. So I might go ahead and add that on there, but this is dry, so now I want to flip this over, and I think I'm just going to do the same thing and add it to the roofs. Now I should have went and found a smaller brush because these rooftops are smaller, but we're just going to kind of try. Bailey, seriously? You silly puppy. The foot on it squeaks, and that's the part she chews on. Now she thinks I'm going to play catch with her. Okay, so. Another thing that would be fun with this mixture is painting it through a stencil on like coffee dyed paper or something, you know, then you'd get that faint sparkle. I don't know how well you'd be able to, you know, you probably couldn't write over it. So maybe if you had a really bright page that you can't really write on anyways, that might be kind of fun. You found your monkey again, Bailey. I tossed it on the other side for her, and she found it. These small ones are kind of hard. I have way too big of a brush here, and I just kind of want to give it a little bit of texture along with it, so. Go find it. Go get it, Bailey. Okay. So we have the rooftops. I'm wondering if we should add a little bit down here, maybe. You know, this is like in the foreground of the photo here, and I'll just maybe blot a little bit along here and there on it, not like a lot. Use up the rest of this so it doesn't go to waste. Bailey, everybody says hi. Okay, I do like that. Just adds a little sparkle there. I think I'm going to leave that at that. Okay. And I don't really know where I would add color on this one. So what if we put the, you know, maybe a word in color here would be good. See if we can just really quickly find something. I didn't intend for this to be really long, but let's see. We need something. Snowman, but there's not a snowman on there. This is too big, but that something like that would work. sleigh bells, but there's not a sleigh. Let's see here. I could actually find something, you know, for it later as well. I think it definitely needs a word. Christmas time. Let's see here. Okay. I think that's a little too colorful, maybe. Okay, I'm struggling here, guys. This one isn't as colorful. I wonder if we cut that down. I'm just really quickly going to cut this and see what it looks like on there. It's not quite right, I don't think. I hope you have so much fun. That works. Okay, let's put this stuff back. And then, what if we ink that in a little bit of red? Billy! We're going to try with our... So we have red on the other side as well, so just a little bit of red on there to set it out from the book page itself. I think that'll be cute there, and then maybe, let's see here. Hold on, someone's here. I gotta check that. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. So I did go ahead and I put some vintage photo around this. It kind of toned the red down, but you still see a little bit of it. And I think if I put this on here, it'll be just fine. I know I said I was thinking about putting lace on the edge of this, but I kind of feel like I might like it on the bottom, actually. So if I put this on this side, let's see, I should have tried that. We're going to go ahead and glue these words on here, and maybe those will be dry enough to flip it over. We'll have to check and see. Okay. I like how the sparkle turns out. Let's see. I think it's dry enough to flip over if I don't like push on it really hard. Just going to use Fabri-Tac. And I think I'm going to go ahead, pretty sure I want to put it on the bottom. Or do we want to put it on the side? I think I'm going to go with the bottom. That's kind of what I had in mind originally. I thought I would like it there. So... it is a roughly one, so I want to make sure there's enough glue there so it doesn't come up. And then find the right side. This one is kind of there. Okay, I want to trim that straight. I hope it's long enough. Yeah, it'll be long enough. Add that on it. Kind of elasticy, so I don't want to like stretch it, but I want to get it glued on there. Try not to push on the backside, but yet hold it on the bottom. Okay, I think that's good. We're going to trim this off. So I think that's really pretty. And then you can see it on the bottom back here as well. So I think that's fun. And then how this is going to work, okay, so say this is our journal. We could either put it in like this, which we could have, you know, extended it all the way around and have done all 4 sides. Then you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. But what I was thinking is you could put it on a page like this, and then use, let's just try it here. We can always peel it off, or I can leave it. Do we have, let's see, should we look at our washi tape here. I think I'm going to use red because that's what let's see, this side. Yeah, it brings that red a little bit. But I mean, you could use anything, or you could stitch that in. You can use multiple washi tapes. And then I would just put it on the page like this in a little tiny bit from the binding there. Like that. And I would glue it, you know, on the back of this, and then just put that so it looks like it's taped in. And it's, yeah. And then if I were doing it, I would run some more washi kind of up here and down here, maybe, so you could see it on this side. But I think it turned out pretty cute. So there we have it. I'm going to take it off of here so I can put it in with the rest of my ephemera things. And we are definitely going to save that. Okay, so there we go. How easy was that? And it's really fun, and I think it's pretty. And I could see, you know, if you did this on anything and made a pocket or a tag or however. So there is our Ephemeramber Day 5 Sparkle, and we did that on a book page. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.